The Correctional Services Department faces over 900 civil claims amounting to 294 million rand. 143 claims were received between April and December last year. Gauteng recorded the highest number of civil claims, followed by Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. To discuss this, I'm joined by Department spokesperson Singabako Nkumalo in Bloemfontein. A very good morning to you. That's a staggering number of claims, isn't it? What's at fault here?
It's quite a high number, but I think we also just need to understand, the conditions under which we operate and just the environment in general, that a number of claims are related to assault cases, and then others it's on contract issues. And then we find ourselves in a situation where from time to time, different people will take us to court, inmates will take us to court. But we do win a number of those cases. But the number you cited is quite a big number. And
as you say, assault is one of the primary sort of culprits here. Why is that happening?
There's quite a number of factors involved there. You will find mostly assault at inmate on inmate, and then also inmate on officials or officials on inmate. And it talks about what you then find in a closed environment where people, are supposed to stay there in a peaceful environment, but from time to time, they will have issues. And the reason why we are winning a number of those cases is because we try our level best to make the environment conducive for officials, for inmates to live in harmony. But from time to time, you will then find those cases. It also talk about the clientele that we have behind bars. Others will continuously try to push the system and test it. How far can they really push, wanting to take control? And we can never allow a situation where then inmates will be in charge of any correctional facility. And when some of those things do not happen, they will then, try in other means taking us to court, on numerous occasions. But a number of those cases have been settled in our favor.
What sort of impact does these cases have on the department there and the workings of it? Because we're talking big numbers.
It does take a serious strain on us, because it means from time to time we need to appoint investigators. We need to go to court to defend those cases, and it's a process on its own. And we could be using those resources, in other means, in other line of function. But it's serious matters. We can't leave them like that. So we've got to go there, and put our point before the court. But we so wish that perhaps one day we'll arrive at a stage where when people are incarcerated, they accept that they offended society, then they are there to serve a sentence, let them be rehabilitated, rather than always finding loopholes. Because I can point out that the act that we have, Correctional Services Act, is being reviewed, because we've picked up that it's a document which is more like a procedural document more than anything else. I'll give you a typical example. It will say you need to provide 3 meals a day. It will even specify, the time intervals. Then the moment one meal is not served within that particular time frame, then inmate will take you to court to say, we're not served dinner on time, we only served dinner together with lunch.
Well, okay, so can I quickly ask you this, because we are running out of time. Tasneef van Wyk and the 4 children who were killed by parolees, would something like this fall under you? I mean, are you expecting some kind of legal recourse here?
What other people will, or may decide to take us to court to say because this person was a parolee and then he committed this offense. But as a department, there's quite a number of avenues that, we need to look at together with other stakeholders to say under what circumstances is a person placed on parole and what is it that needs to happen. In most cases, that's where you find there's contestation, because there are responsibilities assigned to different bodies.
Singabako Nkumalo, good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Still to come, the AA's Leighton Beard will discuss a report that our cars lack basic safety features already common in developing countries.